Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and we are in our factory. And one of the things that I forgot about is that this fuel needs to be converted into rocket fuel because it's a thing. And it's actually better to convert it around here and then ship the rocket fuel on the belt because it's more, what should we call it? Dense, because you can fit 10 of these on a belt with one rocket fuel. So let's just, I want to reverse these belts, basically. Should have just picked up the ones on the end. Yeah, here we go. And we may have to shorten this array, I don't know. We'll see, basically. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna, yeah, take it apart. Take it apart. What am I doing? Silly. I am silly. So, let us get our, I think there are assemblers that make rocket fuel, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say, but we will just plop them down and call it good. Let's see. I think for beltiness sake, we can just do this. We can have a belt here, and then we can have our assemblers here. We'll just kind of align them this way, kind of like those guys. I'm going to call this rocket fuel. And then the output belt is here, and we'll have, again, the same pattern of these beaconed modules. Okay, grab these guys, shove them down. There we go. Wow, we may have to move the entire array. Oh, well, no, we won't. I'll just move these power lines and roboports if needed. Okay, yeah, let's just do that. We want to have, I think we're gonna need stack inserters for these guys. And then output can be fast. I don't think we even need a fast inserter per se, but might as well. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, same wall place. I know there's a roboport up there, so it should be repairing those areas. I probably should look and see if I can get the guns in a better position or something for that. Okay, so let me get a blueprint of this. Go there. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. No. Guys, can I have a... I need some modules, friends. I need the modules. Do we have any? That would be the question. Or I'm not requesting any. Oh my goodness, I'm tongue-tied today. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I just want to space this and see... do I have enough space? That's a good question. And I almost do. Almost. But not quite. I have this issue right there. So I think I'll move the entire array over. That's what I need to do. Move it all the way over to the trees and then call it good. So we will do that. Just copy the whole thing and then delete the whole thing. I love robots because this is possible. This is really nice. Look, they're coming from all corners of the earth to help us out. This is fantastic. Woohoo! Nice. Okay, and then now that makes me remember that, or reminds me to put down a solid fuel injection system so that we can get that fuel that was just taken off these lines into... Oh my god, that's so funny. It's like, okay, we're ready, charging to the rescue. Oh my god, tea break. We gotta go back to the roboport and hang out for a bit. Oh, so funny. Funny, funny, funny. All right, let's get rid of some of these trees here. I think that's gonna be necessary. Just gotta remember to move them almost to the edge of the trees. Come on, robots, get going, please. Go ahead, destroy stuff. Let's check on our power. I want to see if we added sufficient amounts. Let's see. Over the past... Oh, wow. Power usage has spiked dramatically. Thank goodness we did add more Solar panels. I remember last time I looked, we had something like 35K panels, and now we have 39K. So we're definitely moving up there. Looks like we're still in the high production stage right now of the day. Wow, we dropped off dramatically on accumulators right there. So I'm thinking we may need just like more blocks of accumulators. I shall have to put those down between episodes, I think, so that we can just have more stuff. Okay, so now that this is done, we want to basically shove this kind of like right here. This is going to give us plenty of room for everything and no need to be worried about anything else. Happily, if you're new to Factorio, so all those robots took stuff to go into storage chests. They're the yellow chests that you can use for this sort of thing. And the first place they take from when they're rebuilding stuff is the storage chests. So if they're not on a tea break, which they've just done right now. So anyway, that is how that happens. So basically, when you deconstruct stuff like on a massive scale like this, it really doesn't hurt to have it you know, replacing stuff in this wild way, because they don't just, you know, leave stuff in the storage and never take it again and take it from passive providers. So it really is a nice recycling system, essentially. Okay, so let's get this wire placed back here, and we need to reconnect the whatchamacallit stuff. This yellow stuff. Yeah, light oil. The yellow stuff. Let's get rid of this pipe stuff. I think we're good on that for now. And I need, aha, I have my modules. Excellent. So modules I needed for these guys. Super important that we get that in the blueprint, because yeah, if we don't, we're in big trouble. Anyway, I think we can, basically these guys will combine to form our nice little belt of rocket fuel. So that should be good. And I'm going to have a splitter at the bottom of these lines here so that we can get everything else going. So I think for the sake of expediency, I will just put power poles on one side there. Let's see if that works as a tileable blueprint. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll check. Yes, it does. There's a little bit of overlap, but that's to be expected, I think. Just go all the way down with this. Okay, and we'll have these guys go in there. And technically, these guys are produced 1 every 3 seconds. These are 1 every 30 seconds. So I think those are basically in line. This can do this in 10 seconds. This can produce 30, and okay. Anyway, I think it works out. But the other thing is we have these productivity modules in these guys, so they won't actually be balanced yet. Actually, this can go, oh, that has to go that way. Okay. Okay, and here, I want to go like this. Anyway, we might have to add more. That is the end result of that. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to get going. These are going at 340% speed, which is very decent. We actually are not even getting any at the ends there. So, we need light. Light! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about light. There we go. Over here we can have more light as well. Light, light. Please light. Okay, now we can actually see stuff. This is pretty good. Are we actually getting... Yeah, we are getting to the end of the line. That's important to note. So what I want to do now is basically copy this entire array and paste it down on the other side, and then we'll correct for belt directions and stuff as well in a second. So I'm going to flip this like this. Just line up the buildings. Correct the direction. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. And of course we need to get these straggler beacons under our power protection plan. Okay, so get rid of these little extra bits of belt that we don't need. Let's see what kind of production we have. Okay, I'm going to go to the end of the line here. So the other thing is, let's find a... Here's a spot. Okay, great. And what I want to do is basically create a recycling center for bits of fuel that have gone into the inventory. So these are going to request solid fuel. Where are they? Solid fuel, happy days, request like 1,000, because that's just for recycling basically. That's all it is. And because it might be misbalanced, let's just put a proper belt balancer here. Oops. There we are. There we go. Oh, those look really fun, don't they? Okay, so now is everything powered? Looks like everything's powered. I think we're doing well. Okay, rocket fuel is pretty much done. We may need more rocket fuel makers because we are way backed up on the lines there, but of course we're not actually using any at the moment. So we're gonna have to see. I'm scouting out a place where we can have our rocket fuel go through the factory. I should have left more space. So next time I'm building a factory, I'm going to have only one side of the bus with stuff, so I can expand as much as I want on the other side of the bus, because right now we're having this kind of difficulty of not enough space. It's very inconvenient. This array, I love this array, but I think it may be time for it to go. I think it may be time. Alright, I will set deconstruction order for this beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, yep. Go. Sorry. Yeah, I absolutely love that array. Took me a while to develop the whole thing, and I've used it in all my factories. I've never actually had a reason to not use this array. I don't generally play the factory this long because I get bored and I start over. So it's been kind of an interesting playthrough, a new one for me, for sure. So it's all good. It's been very sad to have to lose this, but that's okay. We're going to try to suffer onward, and it's going to be okay. Because we know how to suffer. It's all right. Okay, there we are. This can be moved, I suppose, now that we have this big amount of space. I was hoping it would magically create space, but it didn't seem to do so. Gosh, I could put it along... I could put it like along these sulfuric acid pipes or something strange like this. Of course, the other thing is I could move stuff. I don't really want to move things because it's a pain in the socks. My socks really can't handle that kind of pain right now. No. Definitely not. They're not broken in for this sort of thing. So, hello, Maggie. That was my Magnolia. She rarely comes and leaps up and talks, but here she is. Okay. God. Well, I could put it along here and just reroute some of this stuff, maybe? Yeah, these are not ideally situated. I could fix this. If I could move this one up like that, I could move this one square back like that. And the same here. Hello, Maggie. How you doing? Yes, my good cat. Okay. She's sniffing my fingers that are near the mouse, which is not ideal if you're wanting to pilot the mouse, because it knocks your fingers off their chosen destination into a new one, which the cat has inadvertently decided for you. Cats are very specific about this sort of thing. I think we could run it this way. I think this will work, maybe-ish. Maybe. So, let's just do this. Let's get this going. Get rocket fuel on the go. I planned actually to do two different lines. And if we really need it, we can do it. I don't know that we actually will, though. I don't know that we'll need 2 lines of this. And of course, there are other things. Like, we could move this line out of the way. We could move this, you know, through this way instead. And then we might have... Actually, we might have space that way to do this. Wouldn't we? Possibly. Okay. But then there's this fun stuff in the way. Yay! Fun stuff in the way. Ish. Of course, we could always take apart science, since I am not going to continue this after the science update. There's just too much stuff that would have to be changed and stuff like that. So, aha, now we have this problem. Go like this. There we are. Roboports are 4 wide. Remember that. Cannot have anything plus a roboport to go through. And this is a mess. This is really not great. So we'd have to come out here. Ugh. Okay. This is going to be not this. This is going to be very different. We're going to make this much more efficient. Okay, there we go. This way, please. Okay. Great. So if I have this going, I could have it going like this way. Aha! And like that. Perfect. Now, I just need to feed this back in this way, and we have red circuits again. Yay! Okay. This is too squirrely for my liking, I have to say. Yeah, this is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. See, it just goes to show that even with the best planning and the most forward-thinking of thoughts, one still never has enough space. Never has enough space. But that's okay. We learned many things on this factory playthrough, which I'm quite pleased about. So it's been an exciting journey, and I'm kind of excited to build the rocket and kind of be done a little bit with this playthrough. Because right now it's getting a little bit squirrely for my liking. I would have to redo a lot of things in the factory, I think, in order for this to be at any level of serious happiness for me. Okay, we now have a line for rocket fuel going through the base. And we'll just have to connect it back up to the origination point of rocket fuel. So I might put it along here because we have a little bit of, you know what, I might just do, oh wait, I should blueprint that first. Let's just blueprint that. So we don't have to do it twice. Oh, that's an annoyance, isn't it? Okay. I was going to make this too wide, but I don't think it'll work. It will not. There we go. Okay, well, we have run out of time for this episode. I will continue all of these belting shenanigans between episodes, and I think I might even add some more accumulators, more solar, because we seem to need some of that. We have this problem. Oh, we don't have that problem overnight anymore, but we're kind of on the edge. And when we get producing at full tilt, yeah, we're going to have a big problem. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. I'm KatherineOfSky. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you next time.